Ever wondered how to arrange your furniture for maximum space and comfort? Picture this: a room that not only looks stunning, but also functions seamlessly, where every piece of furniture has its purpose and place. No more tripping over misplaced chairs or struggling to find a cozy spot for your favorite armchair. This is the result of mindful planning and analyzing a room's layout. And the perks? Enhanced aesthetics, improved functionality, and a comfort level that truly feels like home. In the next few minutes, we'll guide you through the process of analyzing a room's layout so you can arrange your furniture like a pro. First things first, understanding your space is key. A room is not merely a space enclosed by four walls. It's a canvas waiting to be transformed into a symphony of style and functionality. To compose this symphony, you need to start with a solid grasp of the intricacies of your room's layout. Imagine the room as a puzzle. Each piece, be it the size, shape, architectural features, or existing elements, plays a critical role in the grand design. Overlooking any of these elements is akin to missing a puzzle piece. It disrupts the harmony of the whole. Let's start with the size of the room. It's not just about how large or small the room is, but how that space can be utilized effectively. A large room can feel empty and cold without the right furniture, while a small one can feel cramped and chaotic with too much. Measuring your room allows you to understand the scale and proportion you're working with, which in turn guides your choices in furniture and decor. The shape of the room, on the other hand, influences the flow and balance. A rectangular room may allow for different zones, each with a specific function, while a square room might demand a more central focus. Understanding these nuances will help you create a layout that is both aesthetically pleasing and functional. Now let's talk about the architectural features. These are the unique aspects of your room that add character and charm. It could be a beautiful bay window, an ornate fireplace, or even an awkwardly placed column. Each feature is a distinctive element that needs to be considered in your layout plan. You can choose to highlight these features or work around them to ensure they blend seamlessly into your design. Lastly, consider the existing elements in the room. Perhaps there's a stunning antique chest or a beloved family portrait that you'd like to incorporate into your design. These elements add a personal touch and tell a story, making your space truly yours. Now that you know your space, let's move on to the next step. What's the purpose of your room? This is the question we need to ask ourselves first when analyzing a room's layout. The answer to this question is critical as it lays the foundation for our furniture arrangement strategy. Every room in your home has a unique purpose. A bedroom, for instance, is a sanctuary, a place for rest and renewal. Therefore, the furniture arrangement should promote relaxation and tranquility. On the other hand, a living room is a communal space where we entertain guests, watch television, or simply unwind with family. Here, the furniture should be arranged to facilitate conversation and comfort. A dining room is primarily for meals, but it might also be a place for homework or family meetings, which calls for a more formal setting. Then, there's the home office, where productivity is paramount. Here, the furniture should be arranged to eliminate distractions and foster focus. Remember, the room's purpose will guide your furniture arrangement strategy. Traffic flow and focal points, two important factors to consider. Every room has its own rhythm, a certain beat that guides how we move and interact within that space. This rhythm, this flow, is shaped by the placement of our furniture and decor. It's crucial to consider traffic flow when arranging a room, as it can either create a sense of ease and comfort or lead to congestion and discomfort. Imagine the room as a city and the furniture as buildings. Just as city planners consider the best routes for traffic to flow smoothly, you too should consider how people will move through your room. Think about the most commonly used pathways, from the door to the couch, from the couch to the kitchen, and keep these clear. This doesn't mean the room should be devoid of furniture, but rather that each piece should be thoughtfully placed to facilitate movement, not hinder it. Now let's turn our attention to focal points. A focal point is essentially the star of the show, the first thing that catches your eye when you walk into a room. It could be a grand fireplace, a stunning piece of artwork, or even a beautifully upholstered sofa. The focal point guides the arrangement of furniture, drawing people into the space and encouraging them to engage with it. When identifying your focal point, consider what you want to highlight. Is it a feature of the room itself, like a bay window or a built-in bookcase? Or is it a piece of furniture or decor that you want to showcase? Once you've identified your focal point, arrange your furniture in a way that directs attention towards it. This doesn't mean every piece must face the focal point, but rather that the overall arrangement of the room should guide the eye towards it. With the traffic flow and focal point in mind, arranging furniture becomes a more calculated task. It's not just about filling a room with furniture, but about creating a space that is inviting, comfortable, and visually appealing. So, roll up your sleeves and let's dive into the next step. Selecting and positioning your furniture. Selecting and positioning furniture, the final step in our process. This is where your room starts to come alive. You've understood your space, identified its purpose, and considered the traffic flow and focal points. Now it's time to bring in the furniture. But before you start moving pieces around, remember that your furniture should fit the room's size, shape, and purpose. A grand, oversized sofa might look fantastic in a showroom, but if it's too large for your living room, it will throw off the balance and make the space feel cramped. On the other hand, a small, delicate side table might get lost in a large, open-plan space. Let's start with the larger pieces. These are your anchors, the items around which everything else will be arranged. In a living room, this could be your sofa; in a bedroom, your bed; or in a dining room, your dining table. Position these first, bearing in mind the room's focal points and traffic flow. Next, bring in the medium-sized pieces. These could be armchairs, bookcases, or dressers. These pieces should complement your anchors and help define the space. For example, a pair of armchairs flanking a fireplace creates a cozy, inviting conversation area. Then it's time for the smaller pieces: side tables, ottomans, and lamps. These provide the finishing touches and can be easily moved around to tweak the layout. When positioning your furniture, think about balance and proportion. Balance doesn't always mean symmetry, though. A room can be balanced by color, size, or number of pieces. Consider the visual weight of your furniture. A heavy, dark wood bookcase can be balanced by a lighter, airier piece on the other side of the room. Similarly, a tall, slim floor lamp can offset a low, wide sofa. And finally, always leave enough space for people to move around comfortably. No one wants to navigate an obstacle course just to get from one side of a room to another. Remember, the key to a well-arranged room is balance and proportion. Let's recap what we've learned. We've embarked on a journey of discovery today, delving into the art and science of analyzing a room's layout. It's a process that involves more than just eyeballing your space and deciding where your furniture should go. It requires a systematic examination of the room's size, shape, architectural features, and existing elements. To start, we focused on understanding the space. We acknowledged that every room is unique, with its own set of challenges and opportunities. The size and shape of the room, along with its architectural features, are critical factors that influence how we can effectively use the space. By taking the time to understand these elements, we are better equipped to make informed decisions about furniture arrangement and decor placement. Next, we delved into the importance of identifying the room's purpose. A room's purpose guides its layout and the type of furniture it should contain. Whether it's a space for relaxation, work, or entertaining, the function of the room significantly influences its layout. Thus, clear identification of the room's purpose is a crucial step in the process. We then explored the concept of traffic flow and focal points. A well-arranged room not only looks good, but also facilitates easy movement. By considering traffic flow, we ensure that the room is comfortable to navigate. On the other hand, focal points add visual interest to the room and often dictate the arrangement of other elements in the space. Our journey concluded with the selection and positioning of furniture. We learned that the right furniture, positioned correctly, can transform a room. It's about striking a balance between aesthetics and functionality. We also discussed how the size and shape of the furniture should complement the room's dimensions, while also serving its intended purpose. In essence, analyzing a room's layout is an intricate process that involves understanding the space, identifying its purpose, considering traffic flow and focal points, and selecting and positioning furniture. Each of these steps is crucial in creating a well-arranged room that is not only visually appealing, but also functional and comfortable. With these tips in mind, you are now equipped to analyze a room's layout and arrange your furniture for maximum space and comfort. Happy arranging! Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.